Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, it is afternoon, and I have a laptop. I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood, and today I've got Doc Coleman and Sako Tumi with me. Say hello to the nice people.
Hello to the nice
Hello,
people.
nice people.
Yay! I might actually do stuff today, but
What? What?
I have already had my afternoon snack. I had, what did I have? I had trail mix, like the cranberry and nut mix.
Yum.
So I'm a huge fan. And I probably don't need any more snacks, but I do need water. Unlike my laptop does not need water.
Yes.
For those who missed it, I hydrated my old laptop. Action ever.
And nope, you went away for a little bit. Okay.
Oh, that wasn't me.
No, not you. It was Morgan that went away. But basically, it's the short version is do not hydrate your laptop. Laptops prefer hard liquor, which will dehydrate you.
I don't think they like any beverages. I don't think that laptops are into beverages. They like vinyl wraps, though.
I don't know. They do get a little hot with it if they wear the vinyl wraps too long. But
I mean, so how was your week? How have y'all been?
I have a case that I like very much.
Ew,
It's red with like gold dragons on it.
nice. Here's my 2 laptops ago that the power cable quit working. So that's
Hmm.
a wrap for that. And did you know that the touch capacitive bit works through the wrap, so you can like, whoop.
Nice.
Although
that's
they like
nice.
usually if you buy a wrap, it'll have
Have the gap.
the gap for it, but apparently you don't need it. So kind
Hmm.
of cool. Who knew? And
Yeah.
I mean, it's a vinyl wrap, so it's supposed to peel off fine, but I've never peeled one off, so
I've never seen the point. I always
I
buy a case, and
sure.
yeah.
I have had to peel one of those wraps off, uh, uh, and it is not pretty. Uh,
Yeah.
it's, let's
it's
put it
it's not
this
that
way.
gratifying.
No, no. But it's like
Oh,
if you can peel the vinyl wrap off so that you can replace it with another vinyl wrap, but
sure.
that vinyl wrap will not be doing anything ever again.
So as I mentioned, new laptop, so I haven't logged into Twitch on this one yet, apparently, and it just told me to go check out my authenticator code, and I had to figure out which of the 5 authenticator apps on my phone it was.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. It's like
This
at
one,
first,
yeah,
at first
yeah,
everyone was using the same authenticator app, and then everyone had to have their own.
yeah. This one has authentication for my Twitch, for my writer stuff, my GitHub, and my work. I didn't even know this, like, my work used this one. So I don't even know. I don't even know, people. So, plus the new project I have at work has its own app for that. So, has its own authenticator app. Yeah, because they were a separate company and turned into a subsidiary, and they just have some legacy stuff for security and blah, blah, blah. They're a Google house, which my main company is not. So yeah. Um, Anyway, how's y'all's? Y'all said y'all had a good week. What are y'all working on today?
I'm
And
on vacation.
Yes, I wasn't even sure you were going to show up. I thought you were going to be like, read between the lines.
No, not at all. No, I'm
it
here
looks like
for
right
the
now I'm
win.
pulling in groceries.
Oh, okay. Well, we can go on. What's it called? A sprint, and then come back and talk about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I still have all of my bookmarks, which is good. So I can find the online timer I use. That's all set up. Because I
Yay.
I just type on and then it auto completes to online-timer.net for me.
Nice.
So
Yay for autocomplete
yay on new computers.
on new computers.
So anyway, let's do
Having
25 minutes.
Chrome accounts. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So let's do 25 minutes and I will finish this book and next sprint I'll actually do something. So in 3, 2, 1, Doc's putting away groceries. And we're back. So, how was your sprint?
Well, I got all the groceries unloaded, which I had some help, but yeah, no, it was a definite adventure there. Apparently, normally we order from Instacart and they give us notifications as they're starting the shopping. They can't find something, so forth. Today, nothing. We placed the orders about 3:30, and the next thing we know,
You're at the door.
a guy is at the door dropping off our Costco order, and it still says it hasn't been shopped. And we just hit 4:30, and we were checking it, and it was like, okay, our giant order is done, and it says they found everything except for the Cadbury cream eggs. Darn it! But it's like we got no notifications whatsoever, and boom, they were at our doors right after the stream started. So
That's.
nice that they did it fast and got it done, but it's like
I think we're gonna go with it was a new person, or they were super busy and just totally forgot to.
There is a scam going around.
Okay.
With Costco delivery orders.
okay, no idea how that works, but
Basically, they take your money and don't fulfill the order, I think.
Well, no, we definitely got our products from both places. So I don't think the problem is the delivery people. I think the issue is that Instacart has got technical difficulties, and they're like, insane. And I have a cat.
I thought it was just the shopper not updating the status and stuff.
No, I'm pretty sure the shopper's doing it. I'm pretty sure that Instacart's losing the messages. But
fun. That's exciting.
yeah, because if it was, we placed 2 orders at about the same time. If it was one shopper or the other, it might have been that particular shopper. Since it was both of them, I blame Instacart. So.
Okay. I see where you're going. That makes sense.
I got stuff put away and still had like 7 minutes to edit a paragraph. So
yeah.
Nice.
Des is here. Desdemona says some of them will tweak their time by not starting the shopping when they actually shop. In your case, it sounds like an app error.
Yeah.
So,
or a little of both. Isn't she pretty?
She is. Look at that pretty kitty.
I know. Kitty.
I have this lady.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi, pretty girl.
Is that a Chinese or Burmese?
She's making little snoring sounds that the mic isn't picking up. It's adorable.
This one's making
kitty snores are the most adorable, and I cannot capture them on film because the intake.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! When Catticus snores, my roommate and I just shut down.
Yeah. It's unbearably cute.
They're like snores, but like this big.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me pop into the comments real quick. RC swung by. Hello and welcome.
Hi, RC.
Doc says, mission put away groceries accomplished. Yep. I said, Operation Give Catticus Gushy Food is a success. We all huzzad. And today, Desdemona is editing a short story and got a little further. So awesome.
Hi, Ginny.
Ooh, Ginny swung by. Hello. Oh, yes. Now I see Ginny. Hey. So yeah, decent sprint. If you saw me talking, I was telling my roommate about all the ridiculous tropes in this book that I'm reading.
Oh.
Just,
how ridiculous are they?
No. Okay, I can't start because the entire plot of the book.
Oh, I got you.
So
read the book if you're so far into it.
You're saying that the plot of the book is entirely based on tropes.
So
mean-
I would like to say that Jenny just turned 50 on last week.
Does Ginny want us to pretend we know how to sing?
I can sing the Viking song.
Okay, Viking.
But yeah,
Yeah.
do you want a Viking song? Jenny, I sing it to you every year. You should know the words by now.
I have the feeling I know this one just well.
Death, destruction,
And
and
then
despair. People dying everywhere.
On your
Happy-
birthday, it's
On
your
your
birthday.
You get the... So, I have backup singers. But you get the idea.
Oh, here it is. There's
May the
many
candles on your cake
There's
burn
like cities in your wake.
on your
on your
birthday.
birthday. On your birthday.
I love children, yes I do. Baker broiled in a stew. Happy birthday.
Day.
Happy birthday.
Oh, here's like there are so many verses.
There's like 40 verses.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody knows the same version. But Google has just suggested now that you're the age you are, your demise cannot be far.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's see. Birthdays come but once a year. Marking time as death draws near. On your birthday. Happy birthday. Burn the castle, storm the keep, kill the women, and save the sheep.
Sheep.
I'm gonna say a Scottish version. No.
So check out the birthday dirge. Google has it everywhere.
Google has it everywhere. God bless Google. I had a song book from the SEA that had all the verses and the sheet
Nice.
music for it.
So one year, many years ago,
Many moons.
we went out to a birthday party for a group of June birthdays, and we were all a bunch of a Renaissance Festival folks.
Nice.
And we were having dinner at a place that was a hibachi restaurant. So we had a couple tables, and
Yeah.
the next couple tables was another group of like teenagers who apparently were also there for a birthday.
Because
And we started doing a competition for the most outrageous birthday song. They started by singing, one of their little weird little songs, and we started coming in with ours.
With all kinds of verses. Nice.
I hear
I think we won because we knew more songs.
sure.
It's good times.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am writing a Substack about my 12th week, which is the end of a 12-week year. And I've been on vacation since 4 o'clock Friday.
Nice.
And
Wait, why haven't I been on vacation since 4 o'clock Friday?
Good question.
Have you not been on vacation since 4 o'clock, Frank?
No, no.
I left work at 5 o'clock, and some would say that I was on vacation since 4 o'clock.
I need to get more water at
Yes.
the next thing.
I have a Christmas water jug. Jingle all the way.
I have this like super gothy
Yeah, you do.
super
Really
gothy
cute.
cup. I got it at a horror con. It was they had all kinds of wonderful cups. I had to stop at one. But there were many horror themed cups that I super wanted.
I'm so bad at saying that word.
Horror?
Or
Do you not do the second
I think I do. Or
No, you don't.
there's a at the end, I promise.
Horror.
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 Yeah, there you go. Horror.
Horror. Or what?
Hodor.
Odor.
Yeah. So it's a good thing that's not my genre.
So the
usually.
auto captioning says that you do indeed say the second er.
Ah.
Thank you. Thank you. So fun thing that happened this week. My dad, he's got a small publisher, and his small press dude was like, "Hey, get on social media, post 3 times a week." And he's like, "So, daughter, how do I Instagram and Blue Sky?" And I'm like,
Oh God. Having to explain to your aging parent how technology works is like, that should have happened like 20 years ago.
I'm
Like,
so he's a retired sysadmin. Like, computers are fine for him. Social media, not
not so
not
much.
amazing. I'm trying to get him to realize that when you respond to someone's Facebook comment, Facebook post, you should respond to the post, not like veer into another subject. And if you want to talk about something else, you make your own post about it. But
He
it's
hasn't figured
slow
that out.
going.
He hasn't figured it out.
I try to be like, look, I understand where you got me from, this fried chicken was delicious, to him saying, oh, this is what I made for dinner. Like there's a direct correlation. But what you need to do before transitioning the conversation, verbally or online, is to acknowledge what you're responding to. Like, oh, that dinner sounds delicious. Here's what I had, not just here's what I had. Just acknowledge what you're responding to and then transition. We're not there yet, but
Oh
he's
shit.
70, whatever. Maybe he can learn new things.
It's like it's not the technology that's the problem. It's the pretending to care about people.
Oh.
It's the conversation with people.
Yeah. So it's a work in progress. I'm trying to teach him the 3-to-1 ratio. Talk about other people's stuff. Talk about things you're doing. Share pictures of your cat, what you're eating, what you're reading, quotes from other books in your genre that would be good, like comps. Art that like inspires you, whatever. Reshare other stuff. 3, and every 4th post should be something about your content. It should not just be me.
Yeah.
And like,
well, I guess if I really wanted to hunker down and be 100% business, like, yeah, maybe. But
yeah.
I don't. I basically talk about like how my day is going.
Exactly.
Something that is bothering me, because it's probably bothering other people.
You
I'm
talk
just
on
saying
social media
minimally.
like a real person having a
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
I try to be authentic. I try to be genuine.
Yeah.
So even when I have bad days, I'm still letting my audience know. So if they don't see content from me, that's why.
Right. But
You
like,
know.
there you can also draw a line. Like, you can be authentic and genuine, but still, compartmentalize and only share the public stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I share plenty with y'all, but I don't go around talking about like my mom's doctor visits and whatever, because my family is not part of my social presence. Like,
Right.
they are their own thing. And just because I'm living my writer's life online doesn't mean that everyone in my life has agreed to be online with me. So, I share what is me, but I don't share things that are other people. Like,
That are adjacent.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless they walk in and say hi on purpose, I mentioned I have a roommate here. I don't, talk about their name and their ages and, identifying information. Like, no, because you don't need to know that.
You talk about them to acknowledge that they're part of your life, but you don't divulge all of the information about them.
Exactly.
So I'm doing that in this book.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, guidance and inspiration for your personal retreat.
Sure.
And
Would you read the name off of for those of us who could not read it when you held it up?
Sacred Rest and Reset Retreat Journal.
Okay.
There are all kinds of pretty designs and stuff. I mean, as a graphic designer, I'm in love. Like,
Hey. It looks really pretty.
it's also asking very hard questions about me.
Yeah.
So I have to take like breaks for writing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm like I am doing heavy lifting with this post,
Sure. Yeah.
which I might share a couple of them just for like, hey, go get this bookness.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But I don't know how personal they're gonna get
Yeah. Yeah. That.
because you're supposed to be doing soul searching and shit. So
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'm better at soul searching than others.
And
One of. Mhm.
you can have epiphanies that are meaningful to you that don't necessarily reveal tons of information about your
Yeah.
yeah,
life.
that's true.
Yeah. So, speaking of my dad, I just got a message from him commenting on my hey live stream happening, saying, "Not now, but maybe this week. You say you're a voice actor, so maybe you could help me read my first chapter better because he's got a book out, and one of the things you do is like read your chapter at conventions." And I'm like, I say I'm a voice actor. Have you not checked out my podcast? I'm on a Nazi Storytime. There's 3 seasons out there. Like WTF? Flip
It's
table.
Flip table.
You've got credits. You don't have to say you're a voice actor. You are one. No.
Like,
Well, even so, like he's not like recording this or anything, is he?
he might be putting it online. I don't know. I'll ask when he does call. But like, if you do want to hear me, I have been everything from a goddess to a turtle, on a Nancy like the spider. Story
Yep.
time. That's another word that is hard to say and have it understood
Anansi.
properly.
Anansi?
Anansi. Like the spider.
But
I like
it's
the
at
spider.
least good that he realizes that he needs to practice reading his stories aloud.
He's not bad. Like
Yeah.
I've gone to a couple of his readings. I have definitely been to bad readings, but his isn't bad. Yeah. I mean, there are things he can do, but
Yep.
all of us, there are things we can do when we're reading to do
Uh,
better.
I remember one Balticon having a reading with another author there, and
Do
he
you want to bless
knew
his heart?
that his readings were bad, so he actually had a stunt reader there to read for him.
I mean, the first time I met you was like 2 hours before your reading,
Yeah.
and it was a radio play with 3 friends.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it was amazing and hilarious.
Well, and that's
Now you can't get rid of me.
hey, I had friends who were podcasters who did their own readings, and I had a good idea of how to do up a script, and
Talk
what's
like
more fun than having everyone with parts. So
Right? So, uh,
I did love the intro script though.
yeah. One thing that a lot of people don't always realize is when you are giving a reading at like a book launch or whatever, you don't have to start at the first page. You can pick a section otherwise. But very often, if you're tempted to pick something else, why is that not the start of your book? So when you're editing, think about that as well. So, writing tips from Morgan Hazelwood.
Yep. And I know for the book launch, part of the reason I did it is I needed a part where I had more people.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And another reason to like invite friends who are already at the con to help you read is A, your friends are there, but B, their friends will come to watch them.
Yep.
So a lot of times they'll do like doubled up readings where 2 people are sharing like a half hour or hour block, and your fans are stuck listening to their stuff and vice versa. And it's a great way to find new readers for your stuff, especially if they've matched you thematically or with like a similar genre, similar voice reader.
I was just, and another thing for not reading the opening of the book is if you've been doing pre-readings before the book comes out, you might just be sick to death of your own opening to your book. So being able to read something else, especially for those people who keep coming back because they want more of your book, might be a good thing.
Right.
Isn't that right?
Like, you know, say you've heard the docs like 3 times and now you've heard, you know, his story about the sharp shooting twice, 3 times in person, you know, mixing it up is nice.
Yep. Which
But
is
because you want to keep supporting your friends, but you
yep.
know, you only want to hear a certain story 2 or 3 times.
Yep. And that's one of the reasons why I like to go to a reading with at least 2
Mhm.
different options, and then give the audience a choice.
Yeah.
Although a lot of times the audience is rather predictable what they choose, but
I mean, people like what people like. So,
people like what they like.
I see we have Big Juicy Studios here. Hello and welcome. We're talking about
Hi,
writing craft, and we're getting
where
ready
are you
to do
going?
another productivity sprint. Uh, Doc is chilling with which kitty is this? Who is this?
This is Trill.
Hi, Trill. I thought it was Trill. Who's a good girl?
Trill is the only kitty we have right now. So,
I know. I just forgot the name. So,
oop.
welcome back, Sako. Welcome back. Nope, can't
You're
hear you.
still
Oh, you're
muted,
on mute.
Sako, but you're looking at the
Welcome back.
There you
Yes.
go. So, what do you say about another sprint?
That sounds great.
I already reset the time, so let's go ahead in 3, 2, 1, boom, chakalaka.
I got a cat on my lap.
I mean, then you can't go anywhere. You're stuck, trapped there
I'm
for eternity.
Unfortunately,
Or
I
until
can't see or reach the keyboard.
I'll mute you for you.
Ah.
we're back. So, how was your sprint? Did you have any snacks? Did you get anything done? Ooh, popcorn.
Party
Is it like
size.
regular flavor or is it like kettle corn?
It's
or
just a
caramel?
little bit of salt,
Okay.
which is all I need. Though I need to slow down on the popcorn because holy crap.
Hydrate.
Yes.
So, Doc,
I've been working away at editing. Ironically, I've got some popcorn there in hand. I just need to get a bowl to put it in. I haven't done that yet.
I prefer a bowl. I definitely
Yeah.
do, but I'm like forgoing the bowl.
yeah.
Yeah, just not feeling like eating it straight out of the bag. But actually, I've been chugging along, editing through a scene. I'm
Nice.
kind of amused at some of the things where the editor is telling me is like, don't sum this up. Go ahead and show us the action. And it's like
Mhm.
the action is only slightly longer than summing it up. It's
Right. Like if the action and summing it up are not that long difference, then there's
Yeah.
no reason not to like show the action.
Yeah, but I just ran into a section where I had comma, and she said use ellipses here, and it's like eclipses. You
What's
mean
it?
ellipses?
An ellipses? And that is fascinating.
It's not very often that you actually have an editor telling you to put ellipses in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you write. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who do the ... like everywhere.
It's okay. I used to be that. And you can eat, like, I have one easy cure for getting over the ellipses.
What's
Have I
that?
introduced you to the M dash?
Indeed.
I don't like the M dash, not because it's
Do you
particularly
not
offensive.
decide? Are you ADHD or not? GTFO.
I am not ADHD. I'm a different flavor of neurotypical. But
Oh.
I also don't know how to type an M dash on the keyboard.
In Word, if you hit space, dash space, it'll auto convert it for you. And
I'm writing in Scrivener, so it doesn't.
And like you can change the key command so that that's what it automatically converts it to.
That I could do. That I could do
Yeah.
system.
I think I did that in Google Docs to make it happen. So, otherwise, what you do is you Google M dash and you copy one, and then you just Control V every time you need one, which is like 3 times a page.
I want to just... Can I interrupt?
Do it, yeah.
Ginny finished her book.
Yes! I was so excited!
I think she should take it off. I think she should... Yeah, she should take the week off. Relax, reset.
Yeah,
Like I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should do something fun for yourself, because you need to celebrate these kind of victories, and you need a little rest and recharge before getting into edits. So.
Don't get quite as toxic with, binge reading to recover as I have. I think I'm at 217. Let me check. I could be off.
Yeah.
I have read. Oh, it says 215, but sometimes it doesn't mark off the currently reading. No. Oh, wait, I didn't enter the one I read in hard copy last week. So, yeah, I'm on book 217 for the year.
Gotcha.
And I think I did a couple of rereads in there. So, I have a problem, but I finally got my ADHD meds, and they are pricey as bleep.
Mm-hmm.
And they only had the brand name because...
Oh, no generic.
Well, CVS doesn't have anything in stock. The mail order that comes with my insurance doesn't have any in stock. So I'm not surprised that only the brand name is available.
I've got a friend who's been trying to get her ADHD meds, and the generic isn't available. And when she asked the doctor to put in the script for the brand name, the insurance automatically converted it over to the generic and then said it's not available. And it's like,
it's pricey, so I hope it does something.
Yeah. But life is not good for people trying to get ADHD meds.
Back up. I'm actually torn. If the meds are great, then that means I'm committing to that much a month payment. If the meds aren't great, then we'll try something else. So,
hopefully the generic will become available and will work just as well for you.
As I said, CVS has been out for 4 months. It would be nice if suppliers could get their acts together. So, anyway,
ever wonder if the suppliers are just not supplying because it keeps the prices up? Anyway.
Yeah, of course not. Okay, so anyway, Big Juicy Studios was asking, what are we working on? I said, I'm reading. I thought Sako was still working on their Substack, and Doc should be editing book 2 of his steampunk adventure. Is that what you're doing?
Yep, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Who pays attention? And or it's the same thing we do every night.
It's the same thing I've been doing for
Come on, Brain.
I need to make more progress, but at least I'm doing this on Sundays.
Yeah. And they're reading one of Stephen Pressfield's books. So, Ginny is currently working on a baby dragon diamond painting with lots of sparkly little plastic dots. Desdemona worked on snacks, had chips and salsa, and is slowly getting through editing. Solid. Hello, Emery Creek writes. Emery got 589, a very solid, words on the first draft and made themselves a coffee.
You know what?
That's impressive.
That is impressive. That you made a coffee and you also wrote.
Yeah.
589 words.
Yeah. I read, but I got signed up for a writing challenge and I finally tracked the requirements for it and looked over those and tried to get inspiration and did not have inspiration and then went back to my book. I'm at 89% though, so I should be finishing in the next half hour or so. Maybe I'll get some inspiration. I'm hoping. I don't know.
Its view is awfully nice.
That looks
the trees.
Pretty sweet.
So I found an account.
Okay.
Pro Art Life, I think it is.
Sure.
Who takes these walks through parks around the world and takes you to different parts of the park.
Nice.
So if there's a stream or a waterfall, he'll take you to the stream or the waterfall.
Oh.
Nice.
Those are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jenny's been doing fun and relaxing this weekend. Desdemona agrees that diamond paintings are relaxing. And Big Juicy Studios has found my blog, yay! And wonders if the rest of y'all blog. Doc used to, Sako is doing Substack instead, right?
Yeah,
indeed.
I've got a blog, but it's been having technical difficulties. I just have not had the life
for how long?
Energy to fix for quite a while. I have been missing not having it, but I still don't have the time to troubleshoot it.
Yeah.
I'm becoming very close to just rebuilding the entire site and starting over from scratch.
Oh my goodness.
I know what you mean.
Importing the old stuff later.
Sure. Big Juicy Studios asks any tips. Number one.
For a blog?
I would say get a website that doesn't require much effort to maintain because you don't want to spend your writing or blogging time maintaining the website. I have built websites professionally. I'm a software engineer. I use WordPress. Sako uses Wix.
I used to. I do. No.
You're off
So,
right. What are you on now?
no, I'm on Substack.
Your website, though.
My website is Wix,
Yeah.
but I have a blog for Wix, but
Sure.
it has a bunch of my Flash on it.
Sure.
I don't update it very often. I was also like updating my RP with it, and
Yeah.
like nobody ever sees it,
Yeah.
like ever. So I went to Substack, and now everybody sees my my posts.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been hearing that, Substack and or Medium, depending on your audience, might be the better place because you can actually get paid for it. But one thing about, having your own blog, no matter who's hosting it, is no matter the rise and fall of social media platforms, it's still there. You own it. You own the content and the feed and everything else. And
Right.
so I
did WordPress for a long ass time though.
Yeah. I've had my blog since 2015 and just recently started reruns, but I've got basically 9 years of writing content, a lot of stuff from me attending writing panels at conventions and sharing my writing journey and that sort of thing. A couple short stories, but mostly talking craft. And what they say for getting a viewing is consistency. And keeping to a theme. Like, yes, you can branch out to other things, but you want to have a central thread that runs through it. One easy way to get quick content is to post a picture. You don't have to have long, involved,
Canva.
5-10 page long stuff. You could post a meme. You can post, your word count, whatever you're doing. But just do know that if you're blogging, especially if you're like a writer, who is your audience? Are you blogging for other writers, or are you blogging to support your writing to find readers? Because if you're trying to find readers, you don't want to talk craft like I do. I'm doing it all wrong. You want to talk about things in your genre, like, maybe other books, maybe,
Other media.
Well, if you want to attract readers, then you want to talk about things that your readers are going to be interested in.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes back to don't promote yourself too much.
Yeah.
You're better off promoting other people who are in your genre.
Yeah.
And
if you like them, you'll like me. Let me talk about them.
Yeah.
Because they can only read you once. And, especially if some of your comps are really big names, you might not be able to use them on like a query letter, but you can totally use them in your blog and your social media. So, let me pop back into the comments. Emery says, my ADHD has been difficult to work with lately, so I stream hop throughout the day, and during sprints I can work, and in between, when everyone is chatting, I'm able to clean the house. Nice. So I am constantly changing tasks every 20-ish minutes, and it's been a lifesaver for my sprint word counts. Yeah, I hear that. Big Juicy Studios is using Bluehost with WordPress, is still building, but worried about writing good content. So, I have some blog posts about it. I can.
Yeah.
They're also on YouTube if you'd rather check it out on YouTube, and my podcast because I recycle content because. I have what I call aerial syndrome. I want to be where the people are. So if you prefer podcasts, that's where I am. Because not everyone prefers consuming media the same way, I consider audiobooks books, ebooks books, physical books books, trade paperback. Okay, slightly less awesome than regular paperback or hard copy. But, other than that, they're all equal in my mind.
So I am also on WordPress, so I will give you the warning that you do not fall into the technical trap that I did. I'm running multiple sites on WordPress.
So am I.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to get rid of some of these sites. Yeah. And two, I ended up getting some buying into some themes and having a bunch of plugins, and they have not survived as well with each other over time. I've got a couple sites, one of which is my blog that's down, that are on a theme, and it's like I have to get rid of the entire theme. And I think that's the big reason why I'm going to have to rebuild the entire site from scratch, is because
Used to have people involved.
the theme is not playing well with any of the newer updates.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So and
yeah.
it's making it impossible to get in and work with stuff.
I started off with a freebie account. I don't even host my own, although I probably should. So I can't even use plugins.
Hmm.
But I did pony up cash when they took away the freebie and started sharing ads on my site. And they were text ads that looked horrible and amateur. And I'm like,
Ugh.
no, ugh, ugh. Like, it wasn't that there were ads. It wasn't the content. It was the visual of that. I'm putting Sako on mute because she's
It was.
crinkling. It's okay. You can
This is
unmute
why we use a
yourself
bowl,
when you
Sako,
talk.
so there's not all the bad crinkling. But
So I'm going to shamelessly share my series, A Starter's Guide to Social Media. It starts off with how to be a good internet citizen and, branding. Not that you want to be artificial, but that you want to compartmentalize and kind of stick in one lane. You can have outside interests, which is fine, but you should have like a theme.
it kind of depends on where you're going. Are you
Oh
are
yeah,
you are you being there as a business, or are you
right,
being there as a real person who is doing stuff that's interesting?
right. I
Um,
I like to think I'm both, but also not making money.
but the thing is, if you're creating an online presence as a person,
Mhm.
you may have a primary theme, but you've got more areas.
Yeah,
You're more freedom to branch out. That's what I'm trying to
yeah.
say.
As a
Uh,
writer, you are your brand, not your book, because hopefully you have more than one, and the title might change. You don't want to be stuck in one very narrow focus.
and having a website for every book that you ever publish is going to get expensive fast.
You should have like a splash of
Yeah,
your book and your blurb and
Yep.
your testimonials and all of that stuff.
yeah,
The trailer,
mhm,
but something simple.
yeah,
Let the content
yeah.
carry the site,
Yep.
not the
Yeah.
other way around.
It's like the query letters that tell you what the story's about rather than letting the story show what it's about.
Mhm.
Queries are definitely a place where people try to tell instead of show, and if you do too much telling, it sounds like an after school special. This is about how I learned to overcome things. No, this is about how so and so was determined to do the thing. And it's evident within. So anyway, shameless link, morganhazelwood.com, A Starter's Guide Part 1 is where you can start. But I go into like Twitter, but you can, obviously extend that to all the Twitter clones
Blue
and
sky,
all the
blue
different
sky.
platforms. And I should probably link my dad that, since he asked me how to set up a newsletter this week and Instagram and a Blue Sky. So
Oh,
I was just
he's really making a list, isn't he?
his publisher asked him to, so I don't blame him. That's what he needs to do. But I'm worried because I've met my dad. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching. But social media is not your forte.
saying.
So
So you said that you're on a the free WordPress site.
I
So
was.
you were so
He was.
you didn't have a lot of plugins.
Mm-mm.
And you actually do have plugins, but it's a very limited amount. It's not open to the world in Wild Wild West. It's just the ones that
Only the standard ones that come with because
that
I'm on their platform.
yeah, it's just the ones that WordPress has approved,
Mhm.
and you are less likely to get into trouble with those, but it can happen.
It's true. It's true. Because a lot of people maintain the plugins, and
Yep.
just like Google, when the person, goes off to do something else with their life other than maintaining the plugin, then it can get out of date and WordPress keeps
Yeah.
updating. So,
And
all the
sometimes you have
Google,
somebody
early
writes-
adoption programs are all because it was somebody's pet project and then they got a new job and nobody took over the project, and now Google Reader is dead and Google the Hangouts and Google Buzz and
and they
sorry,
keep trying to kill off the next thing.
I'm traumatized.
And I've definitely
If they get rid of docs,
They can't. It went commercial. They might
Yeah.
monetize it and kick people off the freebie, but too many businesses use it.
Mhm.
They have a business thing where you can get your business instead of the @Gmail part. That is Google Suite. And actually, the subsidiary I'm working with right now, that's what they use. So, like, they can't get rid of it because businesses use it now.
yeah.
When I was working for the ticket scalpers, when I was helping people relist their ticket inventories for sale on resale sites, we used Google Suite as the company, and that was like 8-10 years ago. So, they've been in that market space for a while, and so they're set up as a competitor to Microsoft Office Suite. And I gotta say, unlike, I don't know what my company's paying for it, but I stopped ever wanting Office when they went to a subscription plan and I no longer owned it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I still have my copy of Office. It still works. I don't need the subscription.
that was 3 laptops ago. So
Yeah.
But
This is why I restore from backups onto my new machine to carry everything over.
yeah, because your computer turns on
Yeah. Well,
because
also
you didn't hydrate it.
because I have backups on external drives.
I didn't back up my software, but I did back up all my data, so I'm good there.
Yeah, I long ago became an advocate for backup everything.
Yeah. Most of my stuff's on the cloud, and I do try to download and send myself. Oh, I don't know that I've backed up my poetry
Oh,
because they're much smaller files.
right.
So right now the only place they exist is like on my Google Cloud.
Oh,
Well, they at least can you set them to sync locally? Then they'll at least be in 2 places.
I was just gonna file download and then back up the documents that I've downloaded.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to open mic night for writers this month for the first time this year, and in preparation I wrote something for the first time all year. I mean, it was all about how I'm totally burnt out, but it was fresh words, and I wrote them and I shared them, and there were several people in the audience being like, I hear you. Yep. Right there with you. And one of the guys who ended up sitting at the table with me was all like, hey, I really empathize. And I'm like, yeah, all I've been doing is binge reading gay romances. And he's like, not my thing, but my brother could use some recommendations. And I'm like, let me get my list for you. So I've been name dropping all the authors I've been binging. So
Hello, Buzz.
the ones I feel are worth reading more than once, rather than. So that was a thing. It wasn't bad. Whatever. So.
Do you keep track of all of the books that you've read?
I have Kindle Unlimited, and it syncs with Goodreads.
Okay.
So
Goodreads is keeping track of all the books that you've read.
Goodreads is keeping track. And earlier this week, I went into Goodreads, and I'm like, where are the ones I'm tagged as currently reading? Because a lot of times, especially with romance books, they have like the preview at the end, so you don't hit that 100%. So Goodreads doesn't think you finished it. So what I usually do is I like tap out and then scroll to the end and tap on that last page and then close, but I don't always remember to. So there were like 16 of them I had to close out or something earlier this week. So
do you rate all the books that you read?
No. I'm a bad person, I know. It's the easiest way to support writers. Yep. The ones I loved, I do. The ones I didn't love, I skip. So
okay. So
Sako,
no
did
rating
you ever
is
get
no
to the
rating.
one I shared with you, or you've been busy?
Okay. I have since gotten rid of them, but I kept the first book.
Okay. If it's not your jam, it's not your jam.
It's not my jam. It
That's
is
fine.
so not
Totally
my
fine. Nope,
jam that
that's
I
fine.
spent more time. So
Trying
this
to.
was in. So this was in 2018.
Okay.
I think when you gave them to me.
No. I'm talking about Kindle Unlimited. The
Oh, I haven't had the time to
No,
stop.
that's fine. That's fine. What I gave you in 2018 was stuff I was getting rid of.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about did not share my Kindle Unlimited with you. And,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. I haven't started yet,
It's okay.
but I
It-
will next week, I promise.
You don't have to. I'm just saying it might be hard to find it in my recently read list because there's been a lot of things come through since then. So if you can't remember the name of it, reach out.
Okay.
Been a lot of things come through since December. No.
Yeah. So, sometimes you're in a binge read mood and your doctor thinks it's unhealthy and prescribes you medication.
Urgh.
So, because they're not wrong. We are how many days into the year? I should not be in triple digits, much less over 200 books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hi, Trill. Hi, Trill.
She's very happy. Can you hear her purr?
No.
Do you know what two hands? One hand is half of love, which makes a cat feel low, but you're giving 2 hands of petting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Is our audience familiar with Sad Cat Diaries? Am I quoting parts of the internet that are extinct?
No.
See Frank.
Right? Thank you, Key. Oh my gosh. I had a coworker who'd never heard of it that I shared
I've
it
never heard of it.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
gonna. Can we watch it? Can I just
You can
share it?
share it.
You have the power. You can present.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're watching this together. You're all suffering with me. Okay. We're doing this. It's happening.
Yep.
Let me full screen. Let me pause.
I was going to be like, let's do a sprint. But no, let's do this.
No, we're not doing. We're done with sprints for tonight. This is. Hopefully, it doesn't take an hour, but
No, it's like 4 minutes. Share screen. Sad Cat Diary. Share. Okay, I got to do something real quick. Called.
you got to
Close
change
my
your
YouTube-
layout a little bit.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Okay.
I had to close my view of it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
I heard
because
something.
Dear
I
Diary,
muted.
the authorities have
Oops.
removed the pair of
Double oops.
Is it playing already?
It started playing a couple times,
Damn it,
but
I'm
it's
sorry.
also behind Sako. So
I know. Give me a second. I can't get it to pause. I feel like it's playing 4 times over, and I stopped it, and I don't understand why. Okay.
Yay, technology.
yep,
Can you hear it now?
cannot hear it. Heard it before.
Okay. I only have 1 instance of it right now.
Okay.
So now I'm not listening to it while I'm trying to get it to stop, and it wasn't stopping, and it was horrible. Okay. Anyway, so here we go.
So
And
it's,
I'm gonna
Morgan has trauma.
give me a second.
here we go.
Okay. So, ready? Go.
Dear Diary, the authorities have removed the pair of black pants from the couch. There is no longer any place for me to sleep. I have vomited 3 times in protest, but there is no sign that anything will change. My only other hope for rest is on the computer keyboard, which is nearby, but sadly no one is currently using it. I will wait. Dear Diary, my food dish is now only half full. It is obvious that I will soon starve to death. I have repeatedly tried to draw attention to my predicament with the authorities, but they are clearly either stupid, deaf, or just cruel. This may be my last entry. Dear Diary, It has come to my attention that the authorities have two hands, but seem to have made it the sadistic policy only to pet me with one of them at a time. Half of love is just low, which is how I feel. My spirit is breaking. Dear Diary, I've decided to plead with the authorities to rub my belly. I think it'll do me good in my current condition. I would like to receive 2 rubs exactly. A third one and I will bite the shit out of them as per protocol. Wish me luck. Dear Diary, the water dish continues to vex me. The authorities seem to taunt me with this cruel liquid that has neither smell nor distinguishing visual markings. A sad anniversary. This is the 900th day that my nose has been unintentionally wetted. Dear Diary, yesterday I put in a simple request regarding the door to the garden. But, seemingly out of sheer spite, the authorities refused to hold the door open long enough for me to decide whether to go outside or inside.
Or
Or outside.
Or
Or inside. Dear Diary, the authorities have punished me for taking a crap on the living room floor. This despite my efforts to distribute the litter evenly throughout the house. I am convinced that they are madmen, devoid of reason. Dear Diary, the squirrel was back again today. It mocks me. I will try and release my mind from this torment and groom myself for 4 hours. Dear Diary, I have been stalking an insect on the wall for the past 3 days now. All of my attempts to capture it have been thwarted. However, today, on further inspection, I found out that the insect was in fact a thumbtack. There is no logic in this place. Dear Diary, it is 3 in the morning. The authorities have closed the door to the bedroom. I can only assume that they have forgotten about me and have left me here to die. As a last resort, I will stand post for the rest of the night and sing the song of my people in hopes that they rescue me. Dear Diary, when the authorities poop, I have tried to poop in the bathtub litter box with them in a show of solidarity. I have yet to experience any gratitude. Dear Diary, my attempts to destroy the terrible plant have all been for naught. Somehow, almost as if by some evil magic, a new one has appeared in its place. I will have to start over now. Like Sisyphus, I am bound to hell.
Okay.
That was everything I hoped it would be.
Yeah. So it's Z Frank. He does the true facts about the animals. Check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if the voice sounds familiar, you may have also seen him in.
Okay.
Oh. So have you ever seen true facts about animals? Have you seen the mantis shrimp one about how they can see all these colors? I just saw an article about how it's fake. Shrimp are too small to be able to mentally use their brains to blend colors. So the extra things are just more colors that are already in the spectrum.
So
that makes sense.
So their eyes can see the different colors, but their brains can't process it. So all that data just gets dumped on the floor.
So instead of having, red, blue, yellow, they have red, orange, blue, green, yellow, all the individual ones. Okay. Reportedly. I'm not sure how they tested this.
So it's kind of like hooking up your fancy new megapixel camera to a computer that only processes 8 bits.
Yeah. So I don't know if the study has been verified or anything like that, but yeah. So. Fun fact I learned last night.
Fun. Indeed, fun.
So
I did finish my Substack.
Yay.
I just need to put my podcast in my newsletter, and I'm done.
Nice.
I'm trying to decide if I should post this stream and the Tuesday streams, and I don't know.
Whatever makes you happy. I was doing when I was doing my weekly roundups, I was linking all the things I did that week so people could find me everywhere I was doing things. But I also tried to schedule the upcoming weeks so they would have the link before it happens for lives to go out in the weekly newsletter. So if that's how it works, then that might be a thing.
Yeah.
I can try scheduling earlier so it can go out into your stream.
That would be nice.
Color drama.
So
I'm amused
anyway.
by color drama.
Okay. So anyway, it's 6:30. Let's peace out, yo.
Sure.
Okay.
Tell people where
You
to find
can Google me, Sako Tumi, Cast Voit. Either of those names, you can track me down. It will give you my social media, which is like Facebook, Instagram, maybe Twitter. I don't know. I didn't delete the account. I just stopped going there. And then, yeah, Facebook, YouTube, all the things. You'll find me.
Awesome.
And if you're interested in me or my work, you can go to your favorite search engine and search on Doc Coleman Steampunk, and that will take you to my webpage at doccoleman.com. Well, it's actually up.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah.
What?
I turned on.
Are you okay?
I turned on a website quality thing, and it actually fixed it for me and brought it back up. I've still got some plugin errors, but at least that site's up. Unfortunately, my blog at Swimming Cat Studios is still down.
Sure.
And I may just move the blog over, and I hate to retire Swimming Cat Studios because it's got such a good logo, but I may retire this site. But but it'll also help you find my Amazon author page where you can see what I've got in print. You can follow it so you can find out what else is coming out, and you can see samples of what I've published so you can figure out if it's right for you or someone you love. If you want to follow me on social media, I am on Linktree at linktree.coleman, and that will point you to all my other stuff.
Yeah.
I think I have a Linktree too.
So I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I blog, and podcast, writing tips from the pros, and of course my own Writerly Musings. Right now, I am mostly in reruns. I say mostly because my podcast is my blog and YouTube in a 2-year delay. So the blog and the YouTube have gone on reruns, and the podcast has the new 5 components of a query letter are coming out this coming week. Last week was 9 terms that all querying authors should know. So if you want to check that out, if that's where you are in your process, if not, bookmark it, check it back later. And thank you all for coming. We're here almost every Sunday, sometimes with snacks, always with snacks, and sometimes with productivity. So great week, and we should be back next week. Catch you then. Bye-bye.
All right.